Have you ever looked back on your life and realized that the opportunity you needed most didn't look like an opportunity at all? Most of us imagine opportunity arriving with excitement, a better job, a lucky break, a phone call that changes everything. But sometimes it arrives quietly, so quietly that we almost walk right past it. There was once a small town divided by a wide river. For years, the only bridge connecting the two sides had become old and unsafe. People crossed it carefully. Some refused to cross it at all. Everyone agreed that the town needed a new bridge, but everyone also assumed someone else would build it. One spring morning, an elderly engineer named Thomas arrived in town. He wasn't famous. He didn't travel with a large crew. He simply unloaded a toolbox, studied the river, and began working alone. The townspeople laughed. "One man can't build a bridge," they said. "It's impossible." Every morning before sunrise, Thomas returned to the river. He measured. He dug. He carried heavy beams one piece at a time. Progress was painfully slow. Some days it seemed as though nothing had changed. Children passing by would ask, "Why keep trying? You'll never finish." Thomas always smiled. Big things are built by small days. Months passed. People grew used to seeing him work. Eventually, they stopped noticing him altogether. Then something unexpected happened. A teenage boy named Daniel walked over one afternoon. Without saying a word, he picked up a shovel and started helping. The next day, an elderly woman brought fresh water. A carpenter offered spare lumber. A local mechanic repaired broken tools. Little by little, more people joined. No one could work all day. Some helped for 10 minutes, others for an hour. Some simply offered encouragement. None of them believed they were doing anything extraordinary, but every small contribution mattered. Nearly a year later, the bridge was finally finished. For the first time in decades, children could safely walk to school. Farmers reached the market faster. Families visited one another more often. The town felt smaller, not because it had changed in size, but because people were connected again. At the celebration, someone asked Thomas, "How did you build such an incredible bridge?" He smiled and shook his head. "I didn't. I only built the first few pieces. Everyone else finished it." Those words surprised the crowd. Thomas continued, "The hardest part of any worthwhile project isn't the work. It's being willing to begin before anyone believes in it." Years later, Daniel became an engineer himself. Whenever people praised his achievements, he always remembered the old bridge. He realized something important. The bridge wasn't just made of wood and steel. It was built from courage, patience, consistency, and people who decided that small efforts still mattered. The story isn't really about a bridge. It's about the invisible bridges we build every day. A conversation that repairs a friendship. A kind word that restores someone's confidence. A habit that slowly changes your future. A decision to forgive. A decision to keep learning. A decision to keep showing up. None of those things feel dramatic. In fact, they often feel too small to matter. But life has a remarkable way of multiplying small acts of faithfulness. One encouraging conversation can inspire someone for years. One teacher can change a student's future. One honest decision can build a reputation that lasts a lifetime. Too often, we wait until we feel fully prepared. We wait until we're confident, until we're certain we'll succeed. But confidence usually comes after action, not before it. Every expert was once a beginner. Every strong friendship started with a simple hello. Every successful business began with a single customer. Every great journey began with one step. Waiting for the perfect moment often means waiting forever. Progress belongs to those who are willing to begin, even when the outcome is uncertain. The next opportunity in your life may not arrive with bright lights or applause. It may look like hard work, a small responsibility, a chance to help someone, a quiet decision no one else notices. Don't underestimate those moments. They may become the foundation of something far greater than you can imagine today. Years from now, you probably won't remember every busy afternoon, every email, or every meeting, but you'll remember the moments when you chose courage instead of comfort, when you offered kindness instead of criticism, when you kept going, even though no one was cheering you on. Those are the moments that quietly shape a meaningful life. So the next time you wonder whether one small action can make a difference, remember the bridge. It wasn't built in a single day. It wasn't built by a single person. It was built one board, one nail, one helping hand at a time. And perhaps your own future is being built the very same way. Thank you for spending these few minutes with me. If this story encouraged you, I'd love to hear your thoughts. What is one small step you've been putting off that you could begin today? Share it in the comments below. Your answer might encourage someone else to take their own first step. If you enjoy meaningful stories about character, purpose, and everyday wisdom, be sure to subscribe and join us for more life lessons each week. Until next time, keep building, keep believing, and never underestimate the power of one small step, because the strongest bridges in life are often built one day at a time.